What's the deal, YouTube? Jimbo, and I'm back with another video. This video, it's gonna be more JDM bling, I guess, or like whatever you want to call it. I particularly enjoy these type of mods because it's something that you pay more attention to your personal build, and it gets picked up by other people as well if you point it out or if they happen to notice it as well. But the most important part of your build is how it makes you feel, like personally. So these particular mods or pieces or bling, as you may want to call it, it's all about details. The details are what make your build personable to you and also special in a sense that it's individualized to your taste, to your liking. And so yeah, as you can see, I got the spoon bag behind me. Some of you guys may probably wondering, where did I get this bag? Well, one of my friends went to Japan for the Tokyo Auto Salon, and he brought me a goodie bag from the Type 1 garage, which is pretty cool. I know it's just a bag, it just really doesn't matter, but it's like the actual bag from the Type 1 garage. Spoon from Spoon Sports, like what I would call HQ, I guess, for like the mecca for spoon, like cars, like all the Civics, the S2000s and Tegras and stuff like that. Man, like, come on, it's awesome. And I figured I might as well just share it with you guys because I think it's a pretty cool bag. But we're here for what's inside the bag, what I put inside the bag. So what I'm gonna start off with is the Spoon Sports blue wide door mirrors. Here's the part number right here. So I decided to go with the mirrors, I guess stick-on mirrors, rather than the actual mirror assembly. Like, because I know they have a different version of the mirrors rather than the stick-on mirrors. I think those are called the Aero mirrors. They're a lot more thinner, they're a lot more sleeker, more aerodynamic, obviously, because they're for Aero mirror kit. But yeah, I decided to go with these because, I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with the OEM design of the S2000 mirrors. So, and I'm not really like too much of a fan of the aerodynamic like design of the spoon mirrors. It's not for me personally, but I think it's pretty cool for those that do like it and consider putting that particular version of the mirror set on their personal car, which is I'm not hating, pretty cool, but personally not for me. And the next thing that I have in this bag is the radiator stays, like the little brackets, which is, it's all in the details. This isn't really anything special. It's just like cool little brackets to make the engine bay look cleaner. And it's like simple, you know, take off a bolt, put it back on type thing. And last but not least, which I'm gonna save this for a different video, but just know this is from NSX. So stay tuned for the next video because this is gonna be pretty cool. I think you guys might like this one because I know I like it and I've been looking forward to doing this one. But yeah, it's just a simple video. And what I'm gonna do next is install the mirrors, the radiator stays, and do the mirrors in a way where it kind of looks like it's from the factory. I don't want to stick it on. I've seen what's inside this kit, and it has like double-sided tape and all that stuff. So I just want to do it in the most cleanest way possible. And yeah, so let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install these radiator stays. I didn't get to show you all the part number, so that's that. I got them in black. I know they have them in different colors. They have them in blue and silver or polish or whatever the case may be, but I got them in black because I kind of want to have the low-key look, like a clean, sleek engine bay going on. So I already popped the hood. So as you can see here, these are where I'm gonna replace these dirty, old radiator stays, which honestly, you guys probably won't notice it too much, or anybody won't notice it, but most importantly, it's your build. You're gonna notice it. And if you're the type of guy that likes to pop their hood and show off the engine bay, hey, this is like perfect. I'm not the type of guy, honestly, but I like seeing that type of stuff. Just like this oil cap that I had gotten a long time ago. Let me see if I can focus. It's just, this is a Mugen oil cap Gen 2.5, I think. And I got that years ago. They don't make it anymore, but I kept it around when I had my EP3 like a long time ago. So I decided to keep it because I actually like that oil cap. And yeah, so let's get started on doing this real quick because this is pretty simple. And then I'm gonna get started on the mirrors right after. All right, so took them out. As you can see, these things are kind of similar to the material of the shift knob, which is pretty interesting. They're very lightweight. I'm gonna take one at a time. They pop off pretty simple. So just throw that to the side. Pop one of these, like so. There we go. Put that on there. Nice and clean, nice and sleek looking, blends in with the whole black plastic and the black hose and stuff like that. That's the radiator stays. So now we're gonna do the mirrors. All right, so on this step, if you have a hair dryer, in order to take this mirror off, just try to heat it up. I have this set to 3.5, and I'm gonna do it on the high setting. Then you wanna pull it off from this corner right here. And there you go. Just pull it upwards, and it has like the sticky stuff on here. It may feel like you're gonna break it, but just try to finesse it a little bit. Just pull it upwards and then it'll come off. Just like that, you see that? So the same thing, you just wanna heat it up, get that sticky stuff nice and soft so you can just pull it off. Try to focus it more on the center because that's where like the sticky stuff might be at. That way it can just get softer faster, and yeah, it should come off. And the same thing, you want to pull it off on this corner right here. Oh, this one didn't have it, but yeah, the other one had it. You see, just like that. You always gotta make sure these tabs, when you're pulling it off and when you're putting it in, you want to put it in like this. So, yep, that's how you take it off. All right, so onto the mirrors, and here's that double-sided tape I was talking about. Yeah, so there's a bunch of it. So there's an easy way you could do this. You don't have to do it this way that I'm doing it. You can just like use this and just literally slap it on top of the mirror, on the actual like the OEM mirror. But I don't want to do that. I kind of want to like do it the right way, make sure it's proper. And okay, there's a right side and then there's a left side. So let's root that. And mirrors, nice. Oh, here it is. There's a logo right here, Spoon Sports. So what I'm gonna do on this, I'm not gonna use the double-sided sticky tape. I'm gonna use this headlight sealant that I got from Amazon. It's like 10 bucks. It has a big old roll of it. I haven't really used this type of stuff, but I kind of want to have it like as clean as possible. Oh yeah, see? So I'm gonna use some of this stuff and then I'm gonna put it on the actual thing going on. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna use like this like really strong heat gun. You don't have to use the heat gun for this. You could use like a hair dryer with a low setting on it, but just for the sake of this video and for just pretty much me doing it a lot faster. So I'm gonna do the sticky portion of the mirrors, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna heat the back portion of these mirrors to pretty much get this a lot softer, so I can just like push it out and then have like, you know, put more of this sticky stuff to make sure it gets nice and flush and stuck to the actual like base of the mirror. And it comes with a mirror installation, but it's in Japanese. But it kind of gives you an idea how to do it. I mean, you could do it this way. Ain't nothing wrong with doing it, but there's a possibility of the double-sided sticky tape that comes in the kit that it might lose its adhesion over time. You know, because obviously, if you park your car outside in the sun, it might melt and then it might just come off, or it might be a little too easy for someone just to steal it or like pull it off or something, you know? So it's always good to like consider like, you know, doing it this way. It's more cleaner, it looks a lot more OE, and yeah, ain't nothing wrong with putting a little bit more effort into something that, you know, you pay your hard-earned money onto doing. So yeah, so I'm gonna get started on the heat gun process. So hopefully this paper doesn't catch on fire or anything. That would suck. Should be enough. Oh yeah, there we go. You get it hot enough, it should just come off. But you have to, I think you have to do it a lot faster to take it off. Should just come off just like that. And this paper stuff, get rid of all this stuff. This is like old paper, 2005 paper. I'm gonna use some of the sealant stuff. This sealant is pretty sticky, so try to make good use of it. All right, so now that you got the sealant all over it, so the next step, I'm gonna heat it up hot enough where it gets super sticky and I can just put the mirror on. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, now make sure nothing feels like it's gonna come loose or anything. It is pretty hot. It's pretty warm. You want to make sure this mirror is stuck, because you don't want it to potentially rattle and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it. See, it's nice on there. And if you want to make sure it's super stuck, you can heat it up a little bit more. And yeah, that's how it's on there. Nice and tacky. The white stuff is from the gloves. It's like this rubber stuff on the glove, but don't worry about that. As long as it gets really hot, that's all that matters. And there you have it. The mirrors are nice and stuck on there. It looks like OEM mirrors. That's the whole entire plan with these. So now I'm gonna install them and see how they look like on the car. Okay, so I'm gonna put the hooks in. From the bottom. Well, it looks like it's in. There you have it, the Spoon Sports mirrors, the wide angle mirrors. So, I mean, I'm not gonna do the other side because it's like pretty self-explanatory. Just do it the same as you did this side to the other side and you'll be good. All right, so I decided to take off the mirrors. As you can see, it's like they're like ashy, like on the trim, on the black trim and stuff. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stencil the mirror right here, and then I'm gonna use the stencil, put it over the well, I have to do two actually. Oh, I didn't really think about that. I'm gonna do a stencil, and then I'm just gonna, you know, plasti dip the edges, because I don't feel like taking off the mirror and doing all that stuff, and then who knows what the heat gun is gonna do to the plasti dip, so I'd rather just do it that way. And it's like if it dries out, you could like peel off the little corners if it gets on there, so it's not too bad, you know, rather than using regular spray paint. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next. Like I did like kind of like a stencil with like some paper, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put it under the OEM mirror and then just lay it on top, like on the edge, and then I'm just gonna spray along the edges. I'm honestly just lazy to take off the mirror and you know, just do it all over again. I just don't feel like going through the process, so I'd rather just do it this way. And then it like either way it goes, it's as long as I get the edges all blacked out, that's all that matters to me anyways. You could do it however you want to. You could do it before, but the only reason I don't want to do it before is because to apply the mirror, you're gonna have to hit it with the hair dryer or the heat gun or whatever it is that you're using, and I just don't want the plasti dip to start melting, you know. So that's the only reason I'm doing it this way. And yep, so that's what I'm gonna do next. So I'm just gonna time lapse this part, and that way you can kind of get an idea of what I just did. The edges are nicely blacked out. You can see right here. There's a little bit of paint, a little plasti dip on the edges, but it's all right. Yeah, so we have that going on. I know what you guys are thinking. You're probably like, "Oh, Jimbo, you messed up your mirrors. Well, why would you do it that way? You should have done it when you had it off." Relax, family, relax. I got y'all. So as you can see, the only reason I use plasti dip is because you could rub this off once it dries out. So that's the beauty of it. As you can see once it starts drying out, you can rub it off. But in order to take off and get it clean entirely without having any greasy like stains, like as you can see, I stained my hands. I should have wore gloves. You can call me stupid for that part, but for this part, we're gonna use some cotton swabs and a few Q-tips and some alcohol. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pour the alcohol in this little container and then use the cotton swabs to wipe off some of this stuff, and then, you know, obviously use like some paper towels or something and dab the little Q-tips, and then just get the corners here so they can have nice and clean edges, and yep, and then put them back on the car. Y'all, check it out. Nice and shiny, like nothing ever happened. Obviously you're gonna have to take your time and just get around the edges. Just keep rubbing it with a little bit of alcohol as you go, especially with the Q-tip. Just use as much as you want, and then it'll come off till you're nice and clean, like nothing ever happened. And then just hit it with some alcohol on the cotton swab. Just make sure you disinfect everything, clean it off, and then just put it back onto the car.